Hi, my name is Mary Dykstra, and this is Module 5, Encourage the Heart. I learned a lot in this class. Most of all, I learned that great leaders take great care of people. Ken Blanchard and his servant leadership, situational leadership style, from Kouzes and Posner to Encourage the Heart, from Sinek, great leaders make people feel safe, and from Senge, that people get things done together. Ken Blanchard states that leaders should serve like Jesus. He loves everyone, has died for everyone. He understands that things separate people from one another, and he loves us all anyways, and that's what we should be doing as leaders and as examples. Kouzes and Posner recognize that encouraging people makes them more productive. They feel good about themselves and their work, and the return produces more productivity. Sinek discussed how great leaders sacrifice for their people, and he uses military as the examples that he's looking at when military leaders really get the best out of people, but they get the best out of the people because they give them their best and they sacrifice. And Peter Senge talks a lot about little children and their compassion for one another, and that they have an intuitive sense about others' needs, and how we can learn from that, and that from the beginning of time, people have worked together to make great things happen. So what do all of these leaders have in common? Every one of them has styles that take into account people. Doesn't matter what the people, they could be faculty, staff, janitors, students, parents, businessmen, or families. Doesn't matter race, gender, anything. It's all about people. And as leaders in the school, we interact with many different people. Another leader that I looked at was Truett Cathy from Chick-fil-A, and he said, treat every person as if they are the most important person on earth. As leaders, our schools will blossom if we can selflessly put others first and serve like Jesus with a vision and a plan. As a school administrator, I've learned a lot. I've learned how to be a servant leader. I've learned how to encourage those around me, to cast a vision and have a plan, to model service, collaborate with others, encourage a growth mindset, assess others' gifts and work with them, apply skills to different situations and different people, and encourage the hearts of faculty, students, staff, and parents. As a school administrator, I need to put it into action by finding ways to encourage my faculty that fit my personality and my style, whether it's notes or candy, observations, emails. I need to encourage students in their growth, not only in their grades. Carol Dweck, author of Mindset, talks a lot about a growth mindset, and I'm intrigued by that and learning about that. I need to understand student and adults' needs and how we can work together. I want to model service by being available to my faculty and my staff in all ways. And I want to model acceptance of others by treating every person as if he or she were the most important person in the world. Modeling that and really living that out will produce a positive atmosphere in my school. And be Jesus' hands and feet and do the act of loving others. Not just talk about it, but actually do it. So applying this, I need to work on efficiency in my time use. I get bogged down by details and by minutia. I want to help teachers and parents and students understand and live out a growth mindset rather than a fixed mindset. This is something that I've been very intrigued with. Carol Dweck looks at leaders, those who have a fixed mindset and those who have a growth mindset, and what the differences are. And I want to really understand that growth mindset, not only for myself, but for those who I work with. And like I said earlier, I want to put people ahead of the minutia and learn better ways of using my time so that I can do that. I want to be available. I want to find those encouragement moments, not just when a task is finished, but just the fact that a task is happening, that we're moving forward. I want to be able to see the qualities in others and know how to work with them, develop them, and then share responsibilities. Most of all, I want to model Christ's unconditional love for everyone that I work with, that I meet, that I encounter. In summary, I've really enjoyed this class. As a school administrator, I personally find it challenging to balance the tyranny of the urgent with the things that need to be done. I want to be in the classrooms and hallways and with the teachers. I want to find, however, I find that meetings, reports, and deadlines take away from people, which stinks, and I need to work on that. And this class has helped me hone in on that. I want to write encouraging notes. I've always been a note writer, but with so many demands on my time now, I don't do this incredibly important task, and I have to, again, find a way to balance my time and use it well. I want to have follow-up meetings with my faculty after an observation. They need to be encouraged, pushed with new ideas, and understand responses and be given responses to what's been seen in the classroom. So I find it challenging as an administrator to follow through with being intentional with my faculty. I encourage intentional behavior in all we do, and I have to live that out as well. I need to model it and be intentional about developing my staff. I need to communicate and then communicate and then communicate some more with my faculty and staff, students, parents, and the community. When communication is good, people feel valued. When they know what's going on, they feel like they have a sense of ownership and they have a sense of input, and it's putting people first once again. This class has challenged me to take a hard look at how I lead, to intentionally put into practice many of the things I learned. The biggest thing was to put people first. I have to figure out how to do that in a way that fits my schedule, my personality, and I have to do it in a way that I can manage so that it's a joy and it's something I want to do rather than something I have to do. Because again, I get bogged down in the details. I'm really excited to read 1 Minute Manager by Ken Blanchard. I believe in efficiency, and that's what I constantly have to work on. In putting others first, I'll be able to get to know my faculty better, be able to mobilize their gifts for more delegation, and know how to best pray for them. It's also revitalized my connection with my faith and how it connects to my leadership style. I was thrilled to see the servant leadership style being promoted, and especially in the final video of Encourage the Heart, it lends itself to service and looking out for others no matter who they are, whether they have special needs, whether they are gifted, whether it doesn't matter who they are. People are what counts, and as Truett Cathy said, make every person feel like the most important person on the earth. As leaders, people look to us as a focal point of how to act and react. So, example, when somebody enters our building, having a smile and a warm welcome goes a long way in showing Christ's love. And it models to others how to respond to people. No matter the person or the situation, leading with Christ's love will embrace the person, the situation, and set the tone for excellence. This is my Works Cited page. Again, I really appreciated the class and learning what we've learned, and I look forward to putting it into practice.